Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS back in the building over at Panther Stadium in River Rouge at River Rouge High School. Shout out to Dr. Derek Coleman, the superintendent of River Rouge Public Schools, for bringing SPS out to cover the SPS Game of the Week. This is still the Road to Ford Field SPS Game of the Week, and on Friday, Nick Marsh and the River Rouge Panthers are going to be going over to King High School, go up against the defending state champion, but that's not a big deal because you guys know about them state championships too, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just locked in for the game. Yeah,
locked in. We talked off camera, man, about me meeting you. We were at Ford Field your freshman year. You guys came up short, but you were there taking it all in. How was that experience from a freshman? Helped you with your development now as a junior?
You know, I got a taste of it, like how it felt being there. So, you know, next year, you know, I was locked in and ready to go back, and unfortunately, we fell short. But you know, that taste still in my mouth, and I definitely, you know, love the feeling of being there, and you know, I want to be able to be there again and grasp it this time.
Talk about that taste a little bit, because a lot of people, man, go their whole high school careers and don't even get a chance to, you know, get to that game.
You know, being there with like the senior team, you know, it's my first year coming in, so you know, the guys that was already there was like pretty much locked in, and you know, they just won a state championship the year before, so you know, they know what it felt like, and you know, I'm a freshman coming in, and I'm like, you know,
you were a freshman getting some minutes too.
Yeah, definitely. You know, came in from Little League balling, so you know, I just wanted to keep that going. The coaches definitely looked out for me, put me on the map first few games. So championship game, we weren't doing too well in the first half, and you know, coach was like, you know what, come on, Nick, we're gonna take some shots. And you know, I got in there, did my thing, and you know, I just being myself, you know, you know, just being the player I am. So, you know, being able to do that in the state championship game, you know, I know that I have a lot more potential. So next year, you know, I just started to, you know, embrace my skills, you know, start to work on the little things, and you know, it affected my game very, very much.
So great, you're talking about how your game has been developing, but how have you handled the hype of being a freshman, getting minutes in the championship game, being a Michigan State recruit, you know, shout out to Mel Tucker and folks and whatnot. How have you kind of balanced, because I've seen you through the basketball season, you seem to kind of really been able to maintain when a lot of kids can kind of like really get the big head.
Yeah, you know, just staying humble, you know, I'm not there yet, so, you know, until I made it to that point where I want to be, I'll you know, remain the same, and I'll remain the same even when I reach that point. So you know, I just want to make sure everything goes right, and you know, being humble is a big part of it.
I love it. I want to put my sports psychology hat on. Where did you get that from? Why are you like that when so many other players, excuse me, unfortunately, can get the same kind of notoriety you have, but they don't have that approach?
You know, it's from where I'm from. You know, I'm not from a pretty bad area. You know, I was just raised the right way. You know. I don't want to take anything for granted, you know, being respectful, being responsible, you know, and having manners is a big thing. So, you know, having a big head, you know, it can affect you, it can affect the people around you, you know, I wouldn't want that to happen.
And just to stay on that for one more second, is it easy to get the big head?
Oh, it definitely is easy to get the big head, you know. I felt like I was there at one point, but, you know, my mom, she's always on my neck. So,
what's your mom's name?
Yolanda.
Yolanda. She said no bet.
Yeah. You know, she's always on my neck, so you know, I'm glad I have someone to bring me down when I get too high up.
Yeah, because you can see how you can be getting that notoriety, and if you got somebody who's steady pushing and allowing you to get away with things and not be accountable, it can be bad, huh?
Yeah, it can be really bad. You know, you start to lose personality, and you know, bad things can happen. So you know, you just want to stay humble, stay yourself, you know, and be you. You know, don't try to be anybody else, better than anybody else, or don't compare yourself to anybody else. You know, just be yourself.
Let me stay on that for a second too. You're saying some great things. How difficult can it be to be you when you don't know who you are at the time, because you're going through a development process? Not necessarily you, but for another player.
Another player. Can you repeat that question?
How difficult can it be for you to be you if you don't even know who you are?
Man, just find something you good at, you know?
Okay.
Find something you're good at, and once you find what you're good at, embrace it, you know? Have somebody help you, or, you know, hey, if you ain't got nobody to work with, you know, push yourself, you know? So,
because it's like that sometimes. You don't have
definitely. Sometimes a lot of people don't have a lot of motivation, so you got to find something that you're good at, that you like doing, that you love doing, and, you know, you got to push yourself. So you definitely, that's how you find yourself. You know where you at. You know who you want to be.
Yeah.
So you know, just look into certain things, look into different things, and you find out who you are for real.
That's good news. That's good information. Talk about Coach Petway.
Well, you know, Coach Petway, man, he's been leading us to a pretty good, successful season. You know, he's pushing us hard at practice, and you know, I want Coach Petway to stay. You know, the program's been pretty good. You know, nothing's changed for real. You know, Coach Parker was a big loss, but you know, we gained so much with losing him. We brought the community together even better. The players, the team. And, we just been building.
Man, you sound like you assistant superintendent or something like that. You said we gained so much, we lost him and all that. And I say that jokingly, but that's a great thing and it's refreshing, man, because it's easy for us to take for granted. When young men sit down, a lot of times they don't have the poise you have. So let's talk about what people can expect to see on Friday when you guys head over to Lafayette.
You're going to expect to see a different ball game. Last game we couldn't really get the ball out too much, so might be doing a little wildcat, might be doing a little bit of this and that. I'm gonna try to get back at quarterback. Try to move around a lot. I'm not sure. We watching film later this week. Want to see how King play. I think they're gonna go one-on-one matchup with me. I'm not sure.
You smile when you say that.
Yeah, because one-on-one matchup, man. It's like it's my ball game. I get double teamed, I can make something happen, but one-on-one, it's like that's all me.
Yeah, I get that. You made a commitment to Michigan State. Talk about what Mel Tucker means to you as a coach.
Mel Tucker is a great guy. He brought me in his family. He showed me around, and just the advice he gives me on the day-to-day basis is pretty good. So just following his footsteps and him guiding me, it's been pretty good. So I haven't fell off, got any lower. So I'm pretty sure I'm headed in the right direction.
Outstanding, man. I always enjoy sitting down with you from the moment I met you as a freshman. Coming, catching up with you during hoop season and even now. Anybody you want to shout out before we let you get out of here?
I want to shout out my mom and shout out to River Rouge, man, and Motor City Wolverines.
Okay, well, who are the Motor City Wolverines?
My Little League team, man.
Shout out to the Little League team, taking it all the way back.
Yeah.
Hey, doing great things. This is Lindsey Hudson with SPS. We'll see you guys on Friday over at King High School. But, hey, it's going to be a Panther party. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.